Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Marie here and I'm back today with a 12 by 12 process video. This one is for Lottie Loves Paper, so it does class as an advertisement, and this is for Lottie Loves Paper's summer sketches. So this is sketch number 4 and the cut file there is from Peartree Cutfiles, which is my cut file company. So we've done a little collaboration between myself and Lottie Loves Paper. So this cut file Collect Moments is available for free in the Lottie Loves Paper group. There'll be a Dropbox link around there and you can download this cut file if you like to make this sketch from if you want. You can also create your layout for the sketch not using this cut file, you don't have to. But it's just an extra little freebie if you'd like to use it. There are other freebies currently available in the Peartree Cutfiles group as well. So head over there and you'll be able to get hold of an ice cream this week, and then there'll be other freebies coming up. So I decided to document 2 pictures of my son there. He's holding a little owl. It's a baby, is it a burrowing owl, I think? And it was at the summer fair in our village that our village holds every single year, except for this year, unfortunately. But we hold it every single year, and there's all sorts of people that come along. Anyway, there was this one year where this lady had owls, and my son Elliot wanted to hold one, so got the cutest picture of him holding the owl. So I just thought I'd use those. Now I've left the middle of the 2 frames empty. I haven't put anything in that frame. I'm going to put a little phrase in there. So I've put 1 photograph at each side, and I'm going to use that. I think it says "Life is Sunshine and Rainbows" on it, and it's part of a cut apart sheet from my stash. The rest of the papers I'm using today, and in fact the most of the embellishments are, so I've got Pebbles, Hey Hello, that's where all the papers are from, and then I've got embellishments from Pebbles, and I've got some from Crepe Paper, Magical Forest as well. So there's a bit of a variety, a bit of a mixture here. I'm usually one for sticking to the same collection. Everything, if I'm going to do a layout, I use all of the same collection. I don't mix them. And then recently I've started mixing them. So I'm actually really enjoying like kind of mixing and matching things and seeing what goes together. So what I've done up to now is obviously put the photos in. I've put that little phrase in the middle of the frames. I've also used the branding strips from the top and the bottom of some of the sheets of paper. So the stripy one, I think, is from the flowery paper that I've already fussy cut, and the kind of checked one is from off of this black spotty paper, again all Pebbles, and I've just stuck, because I've got a couple of sheets of each, I've just stuck 1 of each at the top just to kind of frame the whole thing. I just liked that breaking. I like to stick with the black and white there, but I liked that it broke it up. I've fussy cut all those flowers that you can see there are fussy cut from one of the larger yellow, it was yellow background with white flowers with a black outline on it, and I've fussy cut an entire sheet of that. So I'm just now playing with those flowers, kind of tucking them in. I love those florals. In fact, I love florals of any kind, but I just particularly love those. So I wanted to put as many on there as I could possibly get. So excuse me, loads and loads and loads of florals. And now I'm just sticking in some, kind of tucking in some little pieces of ephemera that I have. Some bits and pieces of little phrases, and then I do think, right, I'm going to put a flower at the top left and a flower at the bottom right as well, just to kind of give a diagonal feel across the page. And I've got a couple of little perspective butterflies there as well, which I've tucked in, and I'm now going to start sort of adhering everything down. I do like to use lots and lots of adhesive foam. So I've put some behind the flowers. I've also, you will have already seen me put some behind the photographs themselves, just to pop those off the page, give a little bit more dimension. I haven't done anything to Collect Moments. I've just left that. There's nothing tucked underneath it or anything. It's just kind of laying flat on the page, and it looks absolutely fine like that. So there's a bit of dimension behind the photos, and I'm using that dimension to be able to tuck in these flowers, which is why I'm just gluing those down. Some of the flowers I do put a little bit of foam behind. So this big one here, I popped some foam on to prop that one up, and then I tuck the other smaller ones in behind it. I haven't actually stuck the Collect Moments down yet, and there's a reason for that, because I know that the flowers need to tuck in, and I didn't want to stick it down and then not be able to tuck the flowers in, because that would have been a disaster. So I deliberately kind of left the sticking down of the actual frames themselves till nearly the end. What I tend to do to stick down ephemera is to pop it in place and then just lift up the edge, pop a little bit of glue underneath and press it down really quickly, so I don't move it, because quite often if you do everything and then take it off the page and then try and put it back, it never quite goes back where it was before. So I wanted to kind of avoid that. I've used double-sided sticky tape here to stick the frames down, and I'm just checking that I'm happy with the positioning of that before I really press it down onto the page. And then just add in, that's a little gold tag, tab that I've cut in half, so I can stick half of it underneath the bottom of that left-hand photo, and then half of it's going to go above the right-hand one. I've got a couple of coppery coloured stickers from my stash that I decided to use as well. A little tab there that says places on it, one that says date on it that's just going on that photograph, and then I think this little one here, this little sticker, says remember this moment, or remember this, or something. You can't quite see it because it's reflecting, but because they're quite highly metallic, those. So I'm just sticking down those butterflies. Now they do stick down, and I do end up with a big kind of blob of glue behind them, so maybe I need to find a different way to stick those on, but they look fine in the end. I'm not worried, but you can see where the glue is. Never mind. And so I'm now just having a look through my, these are the crepe paper puffy stickers, just to see if there's anything there that I want to use. And I do stick a few on, and then I just change my mind and take them back off again, because they don't quite work. I did wonder about some stars, but then I felt that stars didn't really go with flowers, so I end up taking those back off as well. This is what I do with layouts. I put things on, I take them off. And then I just go through what's left of my stickers just to see if there's anything else that I want to pop on. And I find that one there with the date on it, says July, so I stick that one on. I pop a couple of these corners. I'm not one for photo corners, but they were the right colour, so I just tuck them in behind. Just rather than being on top, they've gone behind the frames, just to add that little pop of colour. Another little sticker down there that says so fun. I like these frames because you can embellish along the bottom of them as well. And then I found some hearts on the cardstock stickers, some little shiny hearts, and I just popped those all over. And that's a little white heart there that you've just seen me stuck down with a copper outer. Now, I loved this banner. I so wanted to put this banner on, but I just couldn't make it quite work, and it didn't seem to quite fit, and it felt a bit much, so I ended up taking that back off again. You never know, I might go back to it later and put it back. But that's about it for my layouts. Thank you ever so much for watching today. I hope you head over to Lottie Loves Paper. Remember, we are in a summer of sketches, so there's one sketch a week. I think it's for 8 weeks in total. There's a small prize for each week's layout if you get your layout into the album on time, and then there's one grand prize at the end. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.